Breaking news. Olympic 200m champion Thomas out of World Championships due to injury. Face screaming in for a gold sports medal. The 28-year-old American, who qualified in third place at this year's U.S. trials, will miss out on the opportunity to win her first individual gold at this year's Worlds in Tokyo, which take place from 13 to 21 September. The USA's Paris 2024 200-meter gold medalist Gabby Thomas will not compete in this year's World Athletics Championships in Tokyo after suffering from an Achilles injury. Thomas, who also won gold in the 4x100-meter and 4x400-meter relays at last year's Olympic Games, was aiming to secure a maiden individual world title in Japan, having finished second in the half-lap event in Budapest in 2023. I understand that it will be disappointing for some track fans to hear this news, but I've finally come to the realization that it's okay to be human and take care of myself, the five-time Olympic medalist said in a press release. As an athlete, you always want to keep grinding, but sometimes you simply can't outwork an injury. Sometimes it's about patience and making the right decision for the long term. All the best to my Team USA teammates fighting for medals in Tokyo. The Olympic Games in Paris represented a milestone in Thomas' career, as she claimed gold in the 200-meter final, upgrading the bronze she won in the same event at Tokyo 2020. However, the 2025 season had proven to be more of a challenge for the Harvard-educated athlete, with her best 200m time this year of 21.95 seconds placing her fourth on the 2025 list of fastest women, behind St. Lucia's Julian Alfred, 21.71, and Thomas' compatriots Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, 21.84, and Mackenzie Long, 21.93. The athletics world stands still. The air crackles with disbelief. Olympic 200m champion Thomas, a force of nature on the track, has been ruled out of the upcoming World Championships, and all because of an injury that came out of nowhere. Just days ago, Thomas was the picture of power, a coiled spring ready to launch himself toward gold. His lightning starts, his unbreakable stride, and that trademark drive phase had fans buzzing with anticipation. He'd promised a fierce showdown in the 200m, and now silence. A serious injury sustained during a high-intensity training session has pulled the rug from under the entire circuit. The specifics remain under wraps. Some whisper a hamstring tear, others speculate a tendon strain. But what's certain is this: it's enough to end his championship bid. His coach, speaking quietly to a tight circle of journalists, confirmed the worst. Thomas is devastated, they said. He knows what he's given up, what the world had been waiting to see. Think back, the Olympic podium. Thomas, gold medal glinting under the bright lights. His face a canvas of triumph, muscles humming, crowd in ecstatic roar. That moment defined him, a blend of raw talent and iron-willed determination. Now, his swapped spikes for crutches, or maybe physiotherapy sessions. The world he had his eye on is just out of reach, and is looking at a different kind of race, a recovery with no finish line visible yet. Athletes often say sport is as much about the heart as the body, and right now, hearts everywhere are aching. Fans, who'd painted his name across banners and social feeds, are stunned. One message circulating: this hurts more than losing a race. Fellow sprinters, once rivals, now send messages of support. Noah Lyles posts: speed isn't just legs, it's spirit. Keep that fire, Thomas. Coaches and teammates speak of universal heartbreak, while pledging their unwavering support. Thomas himself released a short, poignant statement. I gave my all. This wasn't the end I wanted, but the body has its say. I'll return. Stronger. Faster. It's not hollow bravado when it comes from a champion. It's a vow forged in sweat and resolve. Of course, when a giant falls, the field opens. Without Thomas, the men's 200-meter becomes thrillingly unpredictable. Noah Lyles, with his smooth power and experience, is now the favorite. Can he seize the crown? Rising stars, Arian Knighton, Letzal Tobogo, see an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. A podium that once held only one name now feels wide open. Commentators are already reading the tea leaves. One writes, Thomas's absence transforms the event. What was set to be a luminary clash is now an all-out battle for supremacy. Behind the headlines, Thomas's real victory sprint is just beginning, the race back to health. The road is often less glamorous, but maybe more heroic. Rehabilitation is a lonely grind. Ice baths, therapy, Whispers of progress in physiotherapy rooms. Mental battles loom large. Fighting frustration, retaining confidence, visualizing return during rest days. Thomas's support squad is rallying. Trainers, sports psychologists, family, all steeling themselves to guide him through. And this is where the real story lies. Not in the medals, but in the comeback. Here's how it unfolds in micro moments. A misstep in the block, a sudden pain. A halt to momentum, physical and emotional. A phone call to loved ones. The proclamation, I can't run the worlds. Shared shock across stadium stands and social feeds. The slow work begins. At first, pain relief, then movement, then strength. Eyes cast forward, worlds fade, but whispers of Paris 2028 or even the next Olympics flicker. This isn't just a sports story. It's a human one, about loss, grit, and possibility. In his absence, we witness what made Thomas so magnetic. His resilience in defeat, his grace in disappointment, his inspiration even while immobilized. Fans will watch, hoping for updates, like Thomas ran today, or is building speed again. They'll cross their fingers, not for a medal, but for his return. So here we are, the Olympic champion grounded, the World Championships without its brightest star. A moment of hush before the storm of sprinting resumes. Maybe one day soon, he'll lace up again. Maybe we'll watch him bend through the Tane, juggernaut stride in motion, chasing time itself. And when he does, we'll know the real victory. Not the gold, but the comeback. Not the velodrome's echo, but the heartbeat behind the champion's struggle. Until then, the world holds its breath, with hope, with empathy, with fierce belief that Thomas will rise again. The athletics world has been shaken as Olympic 200m champion, first named Thomas, has officially withdrawn from the upcoming World Championships due to a serious injury. Sources close to the team confirmed the news earlier today, revealing that the injury occurred during a high-intensity training session just days before departure. Medical staff are still evaluating the severity, but early reports suggest that Thomas will need weeks, if not months, of recovery. Fans and fellow athletes have flooded social media with messages of support, expressing heartbreak over the unexpected announcement. Many were eagerly anticipating a showdown between Thomas and sprint rivals such as Noah Lyles, Irian Knighton, and Letsal Tobago. This is devastating, said Thomas in an emotional statement. I've worked so hard this season, but my health comes first. I'll be back stronger. With Thomas out, the 200m field at the World Championships is now wide open, paving the way for new contenders to seize the spotlight. Stay tuned for live updates as the story develops. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.